All right, so my name is Sam Coriel, and this is the assignment 5, and my lab had the water hazard mutation. All right, so I sort of created a water level map right here, as you can see, and on the left over here we have um, some boxes I have, which I turned the physics off for, so you can see in a second, but the main goal is to turn, or to hit these pink boxes off of the towers and hit them off the map just like that. As you can see in the top left-hand corner, in case you missed it, I'll do it again. You can see that there is a counter that actually keeps track of every box you hit off of the map. So then we're going to walk over here, and I have these spikes that are protruding from the ocean below, and they do have a collision. They also have a sort of a bounce back, where if you hit it, it does fling you in a different direction. I can kind of show you. It didn't really work very well there. Let's try it again. You can kind of see that it does bounce you back. And then actually when you land in the water, as you can tell, I am slowed. And I added that due to the fact that I wanted there obviously to be a hazard with the water instead of just it being an aesthetic effect. And if you notice, if I hop back up here, I go back to full speed. I was going to have an effect that if I were to land in the water, it would respawn me back right here in this area. But I couldn't quite figure it out, and so I thought just the slowing effect would be okay for now, and then I could look into how I would actually reset my spawn projectile. So we are gonna try to actually complete this a little bit, and then I will show you my blueprints. Show some more boxes and avoid the spikes. See if I hit one. It does sort of like knock me back. Yeah, your main goal is to hit this pink box at the end. But yeah, that's enough of that. I'm going to show you my blueprint. This, I guess we'll start off with the spike blueprint. I have it so that they protrude in and out from the ocean floor with every tick. So I just have the relative location. I actually do have rods. Instead of it just moving up and down and not being connected to anything, I do have it connected to a rod below the ocean. The delay so that it goes up and down instead of just up continuously. It's pretty simple. I do have my first person character blueprint as well, which is there's a lot going on. A lot of this is also just not connected because it is stuff that I wanted to work on, stuff that didn't work, stuff that I learned in lab, and stuff I really wanted to work on. So we're going to start off with this section. Once I overlap the slow ocean, as I call it, or the ocean floor, it grabs your actual location, and it will add oh, I'm sorry, this is for the spike. But it adds an impulse, so it bounces you off into different directions, and so that it doesn't bounce you off in some extreme direction. I limited it to something fairly normal because I did have it in the beginning where I was like, oh, I'll just add an impulse, nothing could go wrong here, and it was just extreme. I would touch it and I would fly off. So kind of toned it down with that. And if we go over here, we do have the walk speed when I run into the ocean as well. So I set it to about 200 once I hit the ocean, and then once I leave the ocean, aka I leave the collision box, I set the max speed back to about 600. Pretty basic, and I think that is really all I have for the blueprints. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed.